Hello, my name is Jake Towne. I'm running as an independent private citizen for United States Congress in Pennsylvania's 15th Congressional District. I'd like to speak with everyone, if I could, for a moment about the Patriot Act re-extension through Congress. Just 3 days before the USA Patriot Act was about to expire, Congress used the backdoor method to camouflage the stripping away of civil liberties until after the 2010 election. The bill, H.R. 3961, was originally passed by the House last fall as the Medicare Physician Payment Reform Act. While the Republicans originally wanted to add the Patriot Act reauthorization to the so-called Jobs Bill, some dissent on the Jobs portion by some Republicans and then on the Patriot portion by some Democrats delayed the bill, so Senator Harry Reid had to resort to the backdoor amendment of H.R. 3961. The Senate passed the amendment unanimously, and the House passed the bill 315 to 97, with 20 representatives not voting. President Barack Obama is expected to sign the bill into law before Sunday. For those unaware, here are a few of the liberties we have lost. Section 218 gives a secret court the ability to authorize secret searches, wiretaps of private conversations, and examine any financial transactions of Americans if there is a mere suspicion of foreign intelligence. Previously, police forces had to present a warrant and also describe what items they were searching for and why. Section 213 of the Patriot Act not only authorizes the FBI to secretly break into your home, rummage through it, but they do not even need to inform you that the government has committed all this until 18 months have passed, and they may suspend this notification indefinitely. Sections 505 and 215 authorize the government to secretly examine your private information, provided it is somehow linked to terrorism. This includes searching the third-party holders of your financial, library, travel, video rental, phone, medical, or places of worship without your consent or even knowledge. Previously, the bare minimum for authorization would be from either a grand jury or a warrant served with probable cause. Any financial transaction over $10,000 is reported to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, a sub-branch of the Treasury Department, as possible criminal or terrorist activity per Section 365 before being processed. Section 412 enables the government to hold suspected terrorists indefinitely and to suspend the right to habeas corpus. Habeas corpus is the ability for those to appear before a court and determine why they are being held and challenge whether their detention is lawful. The Congress has failed to check the executive branch's assumptions of power to place enemy combatants in secret prisons and torture them. Note that when an individual is suspected of planning a terrorist act, or committing any criminal act for that matter, the lawful method of obtaining a warrant, announcing searches, and providing probable cause all in no way defeat the ability of the government to investigate and deter the act from occurring or to bring suspects to justice in a court of law. Joe Stack's politically motivated bombing and murder at the IRS offices in Austin still occurred with the Patriot Act in place. With or without the Patriot Act, Najibullah Zazi's recent plot to bomb the New York subway could have been stopped. As a matter of fact, Zazi gave as his sole reason for planning the murder was the murder of the civilians ongoing in Afghanistan, which is a form of blowback that I warn about in my Afghanistan War Plank, which is available on my website, towneforcongress.com, Towne for Congress.com. The Nigerian airline bomber over the past Christmas holiday was allowed to board the plane without a passport or luggage and was tackled by passengers when he lit himself on fire. The above, these are all examples of the failure of the Patriot Act to provide security. I have the common sense solutions to vastly improve security that do not require the government's unconstitutional infringements of the Fourth Amendment and the creation of a massive $51 billion a year bureaucracy called the Department of Homeland Security. The incumbent Republican in my race, Charlie Dent, he did not vote on H.R. 3961. As usual, there is no reason or listing of his actions available on his websites, but I remind voters in my district that with our open office, simple yet novel plan for open and transparent government, residents will always be able to track not only my votes, but also read why I voted which way. Plus, they will be able to share their opinion publicly online with me, as well as by phone, mail, and so on. However, in the past, Charlie Dent has voted to reauthorize the Patriot Act. In 2008, Dent voted for the Mother of All Bailouts bill, which was H.R. 3221, which not only accelerated the nationalization of the housing industry, but also in Section 6050 authorized the IRS to view every single credit card transaction made by every single individual in the United States without a warrant or informing the individual. This should not be confused with the Wall Street banker bailout of 2008, which Dent also voted for. Dent also voted for H.R. 6304 in 2008, of which Section 801 gave private companies the legal immunity to commit warrantless wiretapping on any phone or email communication from any American citizen. Again, private companies, not just the government. America is on a steep course to a totalitarian state. The president recently revealed that his assassination list, maintained by the military's Joint Special Operations Command, includes American citizens. While I am sure that this list contains some very bad people, the concept of an America executing its own citizens without a criminal trial is a perversion of the rule of law. We have forgotten why the concept of innocent until proven guilty is so crucial to a free society. The civil liberty violations by the Patriot Act and the torture at Guantanamo Bay under Republican President George Bush moved our nation towards presuming guilt until proven innocent. Now, under Democrat President Barack Obama, the unlawful policy of assuming Americans are guilty until executed continues. Congress's claim that only through the loss of constitutional liberties can America be made safe is a blatant blasphemy to the very notion of a free and open society. As a future public servant of Pennsylvania's 15th Congressional District, I pledge to introduce a bill to revoke the Patriot Act as soon as I am seated in office, and to vote against any extension of it. As Benjamin Franklin once noted, those who sacrifice essential liberties in the name of temporary security will soon have, and deserve, neither. Thank you for listening, and please visit Towne for Congress to learn more. TOWNE4congress.com.